Hi guys, welcome back to Rockvox. This time we've got a shorter video for the
Hopefully.
hopefully a shorter video for the Christmas period. Today we're going to talk about high notes and 3 tips for getting more reliable high notes. So our 3 tips are getting the right sound color, using the right support, and using the correct vowels. And now we're going to go through them, these 3 tips, and just talk about how to achieve each one.
Yep.
And we're going to start with sound color. You can have a sound color that's too dark for a certain pitch. To avoid this, we can lighten the sound color. Maybe, Ivan, you could, you're the example guy today because you're in your studio. Give us an example of a high note with too dark a sound color, please.
Yeah, well, if it's too dark, then it kind of won't work. So I can demo like getting stuck. So if I go, like, you know, it's really hard to get past that. There's like a wall there.
So one way to avoid hitting a wall while you're singing higher up in the range is to lighten the sound color. Lightening the sound color could be raising the larynx. To raise the larynx, put very simply, we can avoid the darker sound, which is a little bit similar to crying, by lightening the color. In that, instead of crying, we think of something more like a like a laugh, or a childlike sound, something like that. Or this will definitely make a hey, a lighter sound. And then we can work on increasing the volume. Hey, hey, taking it to a louder volume, adding a little more metal, if you like, to the sound.
So we also have twanging, and smiling helps, which kind of goes together with laughing. Also, for generally all lightening of the sound color, you can basically, a cue I often use with singers is to think that you're getting younger as you sing higher. So it's kind of like, you know, even if you start with an oh, as you go up, oh, getting more ow as you go up rather than the oh sound. And, you know, that's, I would say, especially important for guys because, you know, we have a tendency to want to sound really dark up there. Becoming younger as you go higher will help you up both your, raise your larynx and up your twang. So for twanging, one tip we've had in our previous, one of our previous videos was also imitating a duck quacking. So doing that quack, 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 making your sound more laser-like, more cutting. So, you know, all of those are really good cues to lighten your sound color. Raising the back of your tongue, making the space between your between the back of your tongue and the soft palate really small, like there's a peanut in there that you're holding with that and also smiling helps. You know, when you see your favorite rock singer singing a high note, chances are they're not doing this. It's more likely this kind of thing, you know, baby! So that's it, I think, sound color wise.
Yeah, so there are certain things that you can pay attention to in your support. A common thing that I see in my teaching for people that struggle with their high notes, one complaint is that I can't get to the high note, and that could be a problem with lightening the sound color. Often the next problem that you could notice while attempting high notes it could be that you get your first high note out there and you want to hold it for a while, and then you notice that the feeling, the sensation that you have here while you're performing the note is either too tight or it gets tighter with time. And this can cause, in the worst case scenario, the note to break into a falsetto sound. So to avoid that, we need to make sure that that you have the necessary movement in your support while you're producing these notes. One place to observe movement could be around the abdomen. You can do something as simple as just laying the hands on your front and doing a hey, 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 just to really feel with your hands the movement happening, and to have a look and see if this will cause you to release this pressure or stop the pressure, the tightness from ever appearing. So I bet you have a tip or two for this,
yeah,
as well.
So it kind of goes in the same direction. So against locking up your abdomen too firmly. So one thing I often have singers do is this. Let me just stand up and get the camera a bit higher. It's this very sudden movement, which I know looks a bit silly, but it's a great exercise. So basically you do this while singing your note, and only starting the note after you started the movement, because otherwise, you know, singers often have a tendency to lock their support on high notes. And if you're going to start and then start the movement, it's not going to work. So, you know, let's start this first and do hey, hey, and then try to replicate the same feeling without the movement. So you do the hey, notice the amount of energy it takes, hey, and try to do the same, you know, just standing, hey.
And just to round off the support section, I have one more little tip that I like to use, and it's also just sliding up to the note just a little bit, just like a quarter or a fifth, to just go hey, hey. This also often helps to release any strain or tightness that you might have here. Just adding a slight slide up to it and allowing at the end of the tone, hey, and to just start with a short note, a short up and down, and then just make this peak longer with each progression. And just observe that you don't tighten up here while you're doing it. Because if you can avoid the tightness here while you're holding the note, then the chances are your movement is enough. And yeah, you'll be able to maintain that loud sound.
The third point is using the precise vowels for the mode that you're singing in. And we have some earlier videos on modes, and we're talking about the modes and getting started with CVT. Also in our belting video and in our mixed voice video, we're talking about different CVT modes, and each one of those will have a certain vowel that goes with them. So for example, if our aim is overdrive, which is an open, loud sound, we have two vowels, the oh and hey, and you know, then if you have a word like you have to watch out, because going for that you know, really has the potential to make it not work anymore, because it doesn't work for that mode. So either you will need to adjust the mode to curbing to get that you, or you will need to open up the vowel a bit for an aggressive rock song and sing yo. Try to see what mode you're aiming for and direct the vowels in that direction.
Yeah, one more thing. When you're working with these vowels, hey, no, the closer we get to the high overdrive limits, the more we would need to change the sound color, like in the first point, and add more twang. And this will often have the natural effect of changing the A and the O to an A and O almost automatically, provided you have trained both of these modes. For more information on that, check out our previous video or book a lesson.
Yeah. So it should be said, these were 3 quick tips that, we find very helpful to many singers. But, developing your high notes can take a lot of time and practice. And there are so many more things that we didn't go through in this video today. So if you'd like to know more, don't hesitate to contact us. Our contacts are in the description below, and book a lesson with us. Also, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with your friends.
Yeah, excellent. And I think that pretty much rounds up our Christmas video. Have a fantastic Christmas time and New Year. And and we'll see you next year. Take care of yourself.